We're live. It is noon Eastern. I mean, like high noon. I really don't know what that means, but it sounded good. I like the movie. Gary Cooper was one of my heroes growing up. Anyway, it's a small biz breakdown. And I hate to say this, but it's true. This will be the last small biz breakdown of 2025, I believe, since, next Friday is Friday after Christmas and following Friday is New Year's Day, I think, or second. I don't know. I'm out of sorts. I'll tell you right now. My Rams lost in a very stupid manner last night, so I'm going to need to rely on my co-hosts here, my people, to pull me through this very dark period in my life. And unfortunately, we don't have our full crew here, but we do have enough crew to do this for y'all. Man, I just went all Southern there for a second. All right. We can't go far out west. And quite honestly, that's pretty good for me right now because unfortunately, our buddy Leland from Oregon is under the weather. So we wish him a speedy recovery. Hopefully he'll be able to get back the next time we do this. And then kind of recently, I've been going from Oregon to Indiana, where our buddy Pierre is at, and he might actually sneak in at some point in time, but he's not here right now, so I have to go. It's not really going all the way out west, but because it's not Oregon, it's not Indiana, so we're starting right in the rock and roll land, I believe is what she calls it, and beautiful, majestic, mystical Medina, where Evelyn Taylor resides. Hey, Evelyn.
Hey, and we are just having the most magical wintry weather today. I see Leland is with us in the text. I'm super happy about that. I was hoping, because, I was like, oh, he's feeling bad, but maybe he can absolutely get his point of view in there in a quiet way, because that's what I would be doing. And I'm happy to be here. Our town is bustling and hustling.
Ooh.
Traffic is crazy. People are shopping. And I said they've been filming this movie, so we are just truly magical.
You're like the center of all activity in the whole country right now.
Americana at its best.
Americana at its best. Now, how do I follow that up with going to New Jersey?
It's the vacation capital.
That's the vacation capital. And you know who's like the mayor of the vacation capital? At least for our purposes, it's the one and only Ramon Ray.
What's up, Brent? I mean, Medina's a nice place, Brent. Atlanta's a nice place, but you know what? We had a Christmas tree lighting. We had our fire truck. We had our 2 firefighters. We had the mayor in a 2-foot stage. We had 75 people. You can't beat. I mean, Rockefeller Tree ain't got nothing. My little town in New Jersey.
Wait, what's the official name of your little town in New Jersey, by the way?
Vacation capital of the world town. That's the little town.
That's the official name. Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. No snow there, though?
Oh, there's been snow, but, light, dusting. I mean, it depends on where you're at in the world. You think it's a lot, but, if you're in a northeast, what we got is your average, couple, half an inch, small bit of snow. Yeah, but it's good to be here. Good to see you, Brent. Sorry for your loss. Even good to see you. And I'm excited for the show. It is a little different, but I think this is probably going to be the best show ever.
I do have to say this. I guess there are a few people out there who know I kind of favor the Rams. Mm-hmm. So mysteriously, I got this FedEx package in the mail yesterday. They just dropped it off at the house. And this is what was in it. Let's see if I can.
Oh, okay. Oh, look at that. Did they
got my name in there? Yeah. Got my name on there. I have no idea who sent this to me.
That is nice.
I just would love to let whoever it is, please let me know who you are so I can thank you properly, because this is really cool. I got my name on it. I should have put some alcohol in it after last night's game, but I just wanted to look nice and pretty for
the show. It's a DIY alcohol pour.
On that theme, Brent, thank you. I'm glad you saw the cup. I want to underline that. Don't want to take away from it, but I do want to add to it and show you something I got, because I think I don't know what's on the topic today, but it shows, when the holiday seasons we're taping this, the power of personalization. I don't get it excited about a lot, Brent, even. And I'm not a wealthy man, have all the things, but I'm a pretty satisfied guy. I can get what I want in life. But I'm about to show you similar, Brent, to what you got. You seem pretty grateful for it. It's a small thing, but you were like, oh, that's nice. here's my experience. I would show you the whole box, but imagine I pulled out an Apple-looking type box, but inside of it was this. Similar to yours. It's simple. It's just a notebook, but it had my name on it. So meaning, it's my
Nice.
J's. And I was like, they could have just sent without it. But when I saw my name, this is something I really want to use. So names are important. So Brent was on his mug and Ramon's is on his notebook. And here we go.
But at least you know who to thank. So that's a good thing.
That is true.
Even is looking no presents. Even none.
I've noticed a trend. I used to get years and years ago multiple presents. I do have a present that I consistently receive from one of my first clients.
Wow.
Every year. And maybe to your guys' point, and maybe this is like a great tip for folks. He and I will get together at least once a year around the holiday season, which we already did. And sometimes even in the summertime. He's a foodie. I'm a foodie. He's much better at it than I am. And we get together and this man is absolutely astonishing. You should see that he's a CEO. He's a CEO of a paint company, a manufacturing company. And what he does is he brought up he keeps notes about these conversations that we have had.
Yeah.
And every year, he takes pictures of these napkins and things that he has written over the years. And he's like, look, in 2006, you said, these are his little mic drop moments. I'm like, I said that?
You forgotten. You had forgotten you said some of these things. That's actually a really cool gift.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because he kind of brings back the good memories and things, and I like that. I like that.
What does he do with it? I blanked out. What does he do with it again? I know I got the last part, but he
actually has on his phone. He has like photo albums, and on the albums he snaps these images and he keeps them organized. But the other thing, and I think this is such a great tip for business owners, like on his desk at work, he's got one of those, remember those giant ink blotter calendars?
Oh yeah.
My dad used to have one.
Jesse Isler, he calls it a big ass calendar. It's not the same different, but he has a huge.
But this is like a blotter on his desk, and he's got colored markers and colored pens, and he is forever jotting down quotes and thoughts that he has. And this just fits in that little square. And sometimes he'll take pictures of that. I think it's fascinating. This has nothing to do with personalization and all that other kind of stuff, but I think it does speak to, I keep saying that face-to-face is so important right now. And if you can go face-to-face with clients and friends, this is a great time to do that. I know folks are busy. It doesn't have to be now. Could be February. February's boring. It's a good time to...
There's a lot going on right now. You're right. February,
February's not boring. Even you got February 14th, Valentine's Day. You got
Groundhog's Day if you're into that.
Groundhog's Day, but I think people, you've got the honestly, Christmas starts right after Halloween anymore. I'm not a fan. I'm a big Thanksgiving person, but it just is this mad dash through the holiday season of stress and overwhelm.
Yeah, you know what? That's kind of what I wanted to get into a little bit. But before we do that, hello, Amber.
Amber, happy holidays to you.
Holidays. We all thank you. You're like our number one friend of this show, and I'm not even. There's not even a close second. You're really number one. Matter of fact, I don't know what your current situation in terms of if you're in front of your laptop or anything like that. But we do have some extra spots because some of our friends are out either like Shashi on a big family trip, or Pierre has got something going on with a client, and our buddy and your friend as well, John Lawson, had to take care of a few things. So if you are up for it, and I'm guessing it'll be okay with Ramon and Ivana, if we extend you an invite to join us on screen Let us know in the comment section if you can. If you can't, we understand.
No,
But
stop. No. If she says no, she's never going to be invited here again. We're going to block her from the screen. She's
Jesus.
never going to comment again if she says no. Now that went too far, Brent.
That went a bit too far.
That's too far. That's a break. I love bringing
Let's go,
people in
Let us know.
from the comments. So, but I also understand, like, if I am commenting and not on the show, there's a reason.
Well, you're a host. You're a regular host. So if you're commenting out on the show, but Amber's like she's just been upgraded. She's been a guest. She's been commenting. We trust her. She's been there. And Brent's like, let's extend this. Like the audience member on any favorite radio show gets to come to the radio station or the TV studio. Like when Brent visited Sean Hannity on Fox or whatever. It's just things like that. It's like
when that happened. First of all, I don't think I've ever got an invitation to go on that show. I can assure you, if I had, I couldn't go. But anyway, yeah. So Amber, if you can, we understand either way. Well, at least even and I understand either way. But let us know. Just put a comment and say, "Hey, I'd love to join." Or if you can't, it's fine. Just let us know either way. We would love to have you if you felt.
Oh!
Look at that. Okay, I have my hands full with shit. Okay, we understand. Even and I definitely understand.
Well, let me see what she said. I was on the screen. I have my hands full with what's that word? What children? That's not an excuse. You put the children on the couch and give them a darn iPad. I'm just messing. Amber, we appreciate you. Thanks for being here, Amber. You're amazing. Brent, let's go on with this show.
That's what I'm saying. If she ain't on, there's a reason. Yeah. And that's something. Oh, I don't want to stray from the conversation.
No, go ahead. Let's stray. This organic here.
Something that everybody is so into video, and we are on video right now. But I still run that Twitter chat, and everyone's gone to video. But I love me some texting. I love me because I can be there with my family. We could be watching a movie, and I can be engaging while my husband's watching something I'm not particularly interested in, but I want to be with him.
Yes. But let me ask you a question, even, and this is going to take it. Now we're going far. Brent, anytime you want to move the pendulum, let me know. So you're sitting there watching something with your boo. And again, this is part of business as well, because we all have families. Business and personal go together. Brent has a health issue. I have a health issue. John's been public about a health issue. We got family and business hand in hand. We all got mothers and fathers and all the things. So you with your boo. But don't he kind of want you to watch it with him? I know that's in my household. Like, hey, let's watch this together. So Ronnie's my wife's name. She's starting to watch what she's watching. Like you hinted, even I'm not kind of low key interested in it. So I sat there, but 7 minutes into it, I'm gonna do a little something else. Hey, did you see it? So what do you and the mister go through with that?
Tony, my husband's name is Tony, and I don't know what's happened over the 30-some years that we have been married, because we've been married for so long that we were in households with only one television for a very long time. And and part of the things that we used to watch together, like we're geeks, right? Like Star Trek and all the things, and sci-fi, and now I really think that he was reeling me in there. Like, right? Like let's watch something romantic. We used to watch romantic movies, but now he has gotten into action flicks and shooting things, and sometimes like really bad horror movies. and he,
you haven't gone on that path with him, or
I tried, but I feel like, remember I told you guys, I feel like my life has buckets, and some of my buckets are full. Well, my horror movie bucket is really full, and I can't do it. And so I can't tolerate like an action movie or something.
You can't.
I can't.
Yeah, action movie I can do, but horror movie, that's just.
Like,
I've never had it. There's not even a bucket. The lid is closed and sealed with.
And Ramon, maybe you should be my movie watching buddy.
You could be her movie boo.
You could be my movie.
I'm sure my spouse would. You know what? Let me just ask Ronnie right now. Hey, Ronnie, got this
video I'm sure Ronnie won't mind.
Yeah, and then you can talk to your dude and say, "Yo, I'm chatting with this guy online. In fact, I'm chatting with two guys. One of them offered to come over."
Nah, leave me out of this one.
What about you? What kind of video guy are you? Are you horror, non-horror, action? Give me. I know you're all into sports. What's your, you got nothing to do. It's a Saturday night. You got 2 hours to kill. What are you doing on Amazon or whatever the shows? What's Brent watching? Like you really love to watch?
This is gonna sound really bad. I did the horror thing when I was much younger. Like
exactly.
The Exorcist freaked me the hell out. Even to this day, I still can't get over that. But over the last couple of decades, I'm a big history buff. I watch a lot of documentaries on stuff.
Oh, nice.
I like that.
I like I'm a big World War I buff. Growing into some, I don't know how, but now I'm getting into the Crimean War for whatever reason.
Okay. Brent, what about the Roman Empire? How often do you think about that?
That I was in a Roman phase, like Julius, and then what's the next one? That Augustus, and then Theolius, and all these kind of guys, and Well, I mean, I do really love it. I got a huge library of all sorts of history books, but anyway,
wow.
I like that stuff, but there are things like right now. One of the series that I'm watching that I really like, it's called Landman.
Yeah.
That's a great series.
I started watching it, but I guess for me, it is a great series. But I have a few pillars, and to me, it was just great. I watch raunchy stuff, depending on what the word raunchy is and what it is. But meaning for me, it was a version of raunchy that for me, I wish it was a little bit more the business and drama. It just seemed to be a bit more. And again, maybe I didn't watch enough episodes. Just the first few was just a bit too not what I thought it was going to be. Does that make sense? It's just.
Oh yeah. That is something that we both love. Like we totally love Landman. I have a love-hate relationship with the female characters.
Yeah.
Oh, his wife is crazy, and his daughter is a little just like her.
Well, that's the one when I saw that's where I was like, you know what?
And there is a whole conversation and community there where I see them as comic relief, even though it's like really annoying.
Like they're living in the house with this family.
I just think it's fascinating with that character where Billy Bob Thornton, who plays the lead character, he is like tough. Everyone's afraid of him. He's controlling everything. And then got this high maintenance wife and daughter. And my husband was like, I don't know. I cannot do that. That is like, of course, we're foodies too. So when he was throwing out the, what was it? She had truffles or truffle oil at one
Something
thing.
like that. Yeah.
And she just destroyed it. My husband was like, oh no, we would never do that.
Didn't she throw a plate at his head?
All those things. Yeah. I find that fascinating.
And I guess for me, even in Brent, that's why, like Mayor of Kingstown.
Oh yes.
Oh, yeah.
That I'm into, or even the one with the King Mayor of.
Oh yeah. Tulsa King.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, with Fly.
Yeah, it's a little too quiche for me, but like Mayor of Kingston, I guess if I had to compare Landman, Landman's great, but for me, talking about honing in on genre, I wish it was more of the drama, the business, how he's doing it. I thought it was a bit. They showed his family too much, and I'm as interested in his wife and daughter. That's my point. Yeah. Meaning, I wish they would have showed the making more.
My husband loves that show, and I've like lost track of the plot. And now it's overwhelming for me. Yeah, Mayor of Kingstown. I've lost track of the plot.
That's one with Jeremy Renner, right?
Yes.
That's my favorite.
I like Mobland too.
Mobland.
That was really good.
You ought to invite my boo to watch with you.
So Mobland's the British one, right? That's the British version, right? That's the.
It has the I guess Pierce Brosnan and.
Yeah, that's the one I was watching. Yeah, Pierce. Yes.
They're all British, but it feels still like an English. I mean, like an American.
If you want a gritty, business-oriented show, there is one on Netflix called Startup.
Oh yeah,
okay, that was good. I was passing that by because I read the headline. It looked corny, but you think I should? I'm gonna try it.
I'm gonna tell you. You gotta give it. I'm just gonna tell you straight up. Okay. You gotta give it a couple episodes. Okay. Like at first, when it started, I didn't know that I would like it, but it takes place in Miami. Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna make it interesting for you.
Okay, let's try it. Hold on one second. Let me get situated. 1 second. 1 second. I gotta. Okay, go ahead. I'm ready. Go ahead.
Ready?
Go ahead. Try it.
Okay, so you've got Miami. There are three main characters. A Haitian, I'm going to give you the categories. A Haitian thug.
Okay.
Got it?
Yeah.
Who lives in the Haitian community of Miami.
Okay.
You've got this white-breaded equity guy that the Haitian thug calls South Beach. So just think like white-breaded millennial.
Is that Adam Brody?
Yeah.
Is that the Adam? Okay.
And then the third one is Cuban American.
Oh, yeah. She's really smart.
Who is she's the genius tech woman. So basically,
you got my interest already. Go ahead.
All right. I'm not going to tell you all the things. I'm only going to say that what makes this show interesting and riveting to me, and all shows, I like any shows that do this, are how characters grow, change, evolve, or devolve. Yeah. Oh, but there is.
You lost me there, not even. You got to pull me back. But see, I don't want the whole evolving. I want to get to fraud happens. FBI puts handcuffs. Somebody pulls out a Glock.
All those things, and that's what makes it
definitely
so
gonna happen.
All those things are in there, right? Which is the part that made me not be interested. I don't know if it starts with the Haitian guy. He's got 300, but the part that's like a businessy, the part that's businessy that I think our audience would love is. So the South Beach, the white-breaded equity guy, his dad is a criminal. So he's like, you're a fraud and a criminal, and I never want to be like you. Well, we all know where that's going, right? Yeah. The dad gives him a thumb drive with $2.5 million of money to be laundered, and he says, you've got to launder this, basically. The kid's like, I don't know what to do with this. You're a criminal, blah, blah, blah. Somehow the Haitian guy has $300,000, right? And they give the money to South Beach. South Beach, meanwhile, our tech chick has a cryptocurrency that she's trying to pitch to people. One of the companies that she was pitching it to was South Beach's company.
I got it. And let me be clear, even on the businessy. So what's it with Mayor? Now I'm going to watch it. Mayor of Kingstown. I misspoke when I said businessy. I guess I meant, let's say, since Mayor of Kingstown is something we have in common. I'm going to watch Startup, but I guess I meant since we know if Mayor of Kingstown had the lead actor with him and his family half the time talking about his family drama. That's where I'm start. It's not for me. Meaning it's just I just want you to stay in the midst of gritty police, cops moving, and a little bit you got to talk, but I don't want all day long to see him and his boo walking on the beach holding hands, talking about their childhood. I don't have time for that.
And I'm fascinated by, like, the question my husband and I had was, how is he making his money? And like, he's an informant. He's like solving people's problems. He's getting paid. Is he legal? Is he illegal? Is he a good guy or a bad guy? And I guess that's part of the show, huh?
Where are we going, Brent?
Yeah. No, this is actually true. By the way, Amber, let us know what your favorite. You say you like documentaries, and give us some of your favorite documentaries or subjects.
Should we be watching? I'm always looking for something to watch.
Yeah. Let me help real quick. Children, Jeremy, Samantha, sit on the couch. Sit down. Now, Amber, go ahead. You can type now in case the kids are.
And you wonder why Amber didn't want to come on with us. Anyway, all right. I feel like since I've asked you for the last 50 weeks or so a particular question, this being the last show of the year, I have to do it. I have to ask you, there's a lot of stuff happening again this week. I mean, like already they voted on renaming the Kennedy Center.
Yes.
The Trump Kennedy. Do you know they are putting up the name as we speak?
No. Brent, Brent, you know my politics to a degree, but Brent, even me, it's just too far. It's embarrassing. Like do it. Go ahead, Brent. Back to you.
We had a presidential night address to the nation. We finally got some new numbers for jobs. Mm-hmm. We got a new inflation number. Mm-hmm. We got a new unemployment number. Mm-hmm. Lots of stuff going on.
I think the branding issue is a good one. Because I am one of these people that misses, and I don't know why people can't do this. I get you buy naming rights. Like, I get that.
Mhm.
But like, I come from Pittsburgh. So there's Three Rivers Stadium,
Yeah.
right? Like remember how cities used to have these what was yours? The Meadowlands or something, Ramon? What is your like football stadium name? What was
Yeah.
it? I don't know.
It
if
was
is.
the Meadowlands. Yeah.
Yeah. Brent's anything about sports, just so you know, he's going to ask me a question. I'm going to like the guy with the suit and tie, but my manager here, my partner, Brent will answer it. So, for example, even just ask me, what's the hockey team in New York? Ask me.
What's the hockey team in New York? I don't even know.
It is Brent. Go ahead, Brent. Why don't you answer her? Go ahead.
New York Rangers and what's the other one? Not the Staten Island.
Yeah, but either way,
the Islanders, New York Islanders, and
my point is,
Brent will answer if it's. You can ask me, but then I'm gonna turn to Brent to answer the question.
But these are all like buildings, and I just now I'm being old and dating myself, but I really love it when these buildings and venues had the names they had, right?
Yes,
they meant something.
Absolutely.
They were descriptive. In Cincinnati, I guess it was Riverfront.
Yes, Riverfront Stadium. Absolutely.
Right? Or like I know some of them.
And the Rams used to play in the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum.
The Coliseum. That's another great name. Now, what I don't understand from a Brit, and I get that you get naming rights, but I really wish that we would, as people, as a population, put our foot down and say things like, you can have it be Three River Stadium by Acrisure.
They used to do that.
Whatever.
They used to do that kind of stuff. They literally did, because it was like the first time these naming rights started getting bought, they would do something like I used to live in the Philadelphia area, so Vet Stadium we always talked about going to the Vet, and then they Lincoln Financial whatever bought the naming rights, and they tried to make you say instead of saying the Vet, they tried to make you say the Link. Like, you know what?
No.
We all just you can tell, you can get sell the naming rights to whoever, but you can't make us say it. I mean, so anyway.
But we still, I miss it. Go ahead, Ramon.
Give us your brands do, but we and I may not. But again, when you hear that, and I think this is for companies, as we know, once you have a lot of profit, a lot of Oracles and Salesforces, mid-sized companies can't, just not worth it. But imagine 10 years, 5 years, the anchors, maybe we won't, but people saying whatever. What's the name? Staples Arena, whatever. I don't know these things.
Yeah, Staples. Yeah. That used to be the Magnificent Forum. I mean,
there we go. Imagine over the years, Staples Arena. Now, it can't help you if your product sucks, stock is down, all this, but that's the purpose of doing it. And Amber, to your point, Diver CEO, Alicia Little, all those guys. Well, Diver CEO and Alicia Little and Myron Golden, they have great content, but Diver CEO got to give it to Stephen Bartlett. What, $10 million valuation? He got an investment. That dude is blowing up. He's like the Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast, give it to him of consumer, of the fun, the college fart jokes. But Stephen Bartlett for business, he's rocket ship. He's
all right. I gotta ask. This is where who the hell is Stephen Bartlett? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Who is that? Say that.
Okay. Well, he's the founder of. He's the host of Diary of a CEO. He's
that guy. I do know him. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. Now
I love that his YouTube channel is awesome.
It's amazing. It's good.
Love it. He does great interviews, and I love his style.
Yes.
I love his. I don't know. It's like he says things, he asks things, but he doesn't talk over people. That's what I really don't like anymore. Except for us, we can talk.
Would you say that even would you go run down with Ramon and Diver CEO? Like, would you put us in this? Could you would you say I'm trying to. How do you fish for a compliment, Brent? I don't know how to.
Yeah, you're doing fine. Keep going.
Would you say Stephen Bartlett? How you love the interviews and Ramon Ray? Like, how would you?
I'm taking notes.
It's hard because I don't have a relationship with Stephen Bartlett.
But you know what? That makes it even better because you don't have a relationship with him. You have a relationship with Ramon. You can connect the two without him having to do it.
All right, now I'm embarrassing myself. But Brent, to answer your question, how we're feeling.
Yes.
And you've asked this question for the last 50-something things, and I think it's a great question. And here's my answer to the question. As we all know, to give context to my answer, it's in a vacuum. I'm talking about me and my business. Can't speak for everybody. But you ask us. I'm feeling very good. I talked to a colleague of mine, for example, at Verizon. This is public information. She's like, hey, Ramon, I think the headlines, Verizon laid off thousands of people, whatever it was. That's all companies are doing. She's gone through that. But her team still has to spend advertising money. They still have to do what they're doing. It may be limited. So my point is why I feel good is because in this space, we just talked about Stephen Bartlett, Mr. Beast, this creator economy, companies are going to be investing in it. Companies are still going to be spending money. And it's up to me. And I do mean this, up to me. Another nugget for those listening. I don't blame Brent when he says, Ramon, I don't want to buy your donuts. I tried to sell it to him. He says, no. It's up to me because I targeted the wrong customer. Brent is alerting to him. He didn't want it that day. You know what I'm saying, Brent? So I guess my point is, as long as people are buying donuts or people are buying whatever they're buying, that burden's on me. Okay, Brent said no, but he's going to his friend's house. Let me hit him up again. Follow up. Hey, Brent, notice you're going to his friend's house. You ain't got nothing in your hand. Would you like to buy my donuts now? He may say, Ramon, you know what, my man? I'll buy a dozen. So, silly example.
Let's take this to the other step, because I think it's really important, because, if you're in business, there are certain things you have to do. Even if it's not in your nature, you don't really feel like it's something you do organically. You sort of have to, you kind of know you have to gear yourself up. You still got to do it. So when you say to me, hey, you want to buy some of my donuts? And I say no, or I say, maybe not right now, maybe some other time. That means it's just no for right now. Unless somebody says, to get to the point where you say, look, I'm never going to buy your donuts. You might as well stop asking me. Then it's okay to, okay, thank you for letting me know. Right. But I think a lot of us, and I put me in this too, I hear no the first time I ask something. Mm-hmm. And sometimes I don't want to go back and ask anymore, even though they didn't say, never ask me this again. It's just like that initial no is like, all right, well, I guess gotta find some. So talk a little bit about that. Even do you have any issues around the no and being able to go beyond the primary no to keep going for it?
It's Ramon, and I do not mean to be taking your talking point, because I love you, right? So you just jump in, right? And my friend Ramon will agree with me when I say this. This is a mindset, mind frame issue, right? So first and foremost, we as small business owners, as entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, like whatever your business, are here to serve. We are here to solve problems, to serve, to provide solutions. I don't know, whatever, excitement, whatever your desired outcome is for your ideal customer, right? So if you're offering help, like, hey, you mentioned that you like donuts, or you like these specific kinds of donuts, like let's say they're gluten-free or something, right? And here I have some gluten-free donuts, and you say, no, thank you. Or that is not right now. If your mindset is, I'm here to help and to serve, to provide, to whatever, then you're going to, that's a different way. That is a different way of being than I'm here to convert you. Like, it's different to have a way of being about what you're offering versus to go for a transaction. And I have seen this in several of my clients who are in like service spaces, let's say like a financial planner or an attorney or something like that, right? Where they have an offer and they think you're a lunatic for not taking them up on their offer, because like, if you know the facts and you see these things, you should want to do that. And there is a way of being, I don't know, do you guys know what I'm saying? There's a way of being when your motivation and intent is to convert versus to serve. That was a lot of words.
No, you did great. And I think to add to that, even I think is that that's why your pipeline is full. I don't want to jump that way, but I mean, I think to this point, since that is a fact, there's going to be hundreds, whatever the context of your business is, you going to the donuts example, of Brents who said no.
Got donuts on the mind, don't you?
I don't know why, but I like nice Krispy Kreme warm donut. One of those donuts made like fresh, you know what I'm saying? Like in the vacation capital of the world we have. Point being, that no, and there's going to be tons of that. That's a good thing, because you have 100 Brents, 500 Brents, 1,000 Brents, depending on the context, of course, and of your business percentages. Somebody's going to say yes. Let's say even as the Brent, right? Even tomorrow, she's going to say yes. So to your point, that's why have your pipeline full, have your CRM marketing, all the things we talked about this whole past year, all the things, AI and all the things, but don't let a no be no forever. It's keep nurturing. I find this all day long. Yeah.
You know what? You just talked about AI and all the, all that stuff, everybody's kind of talking about right now, and that's all the rage. You can do all that stuff, but if you don't do the stuff you just talked about, it's irrelevant.
Don't matter.
If you don't have the, I don't know if I don't want to say. I think you can learn to do certain things, because if it isn't second nature to you, like I don't think sales is second nature to most people. You know, there's some people that are absolute like born salespeople, and they take to it. They're relationship building people, and they know how to talk to people, and they know how to talk themselves into I will say, a mutual value situation, which is what most salespeople are trying to, and that's what we all want. We want somebody that values us and that we value. And that makes it easier to do transactions and build relationships, all that kind of stuff. But it's not second nature. I'm an introvert by nature.
Those are the best salespeople, Brent. The best salespeople statistically are introverts. You know why? Because they don't talk, they listen, they ask questions. Nobody wants to be sold. Nobody wants to be sold. That's why the best advice I ever got, and the best advice I give to other people, is never be selling. Because
never be selling, because the context, the frame, when we hear selling, we think about back in the day we used to call about rubber chickens, or the used car salesperson.
Because that's what's ingrained when you hear the word sales. Thank you, Ramon. We call those rubber chickens, right? Which is like, do you like this? I got this. How about this? I got that. I got this. I got that. That is very uncomfortable. Selling, the way it's ingrained in us, lands like, let me persuade you, let me manipulate you into getting something you don't want or need. And that is not who most small businesses are. Most small businesses are helpers. They're providers for the community. They want to solve problems. There's nothing they love more than helping you solve a problem and making your life better. You know, I just had my hair done the other day, and I said to my stylist, I'm like, what an awesome job you have. You have somebody come in looking all ratty like I was looking, right? Looking like a skunk, right? With my gray hair 2 inches across and all of this. And you come out of there with beautiful, shiny hair, looking all beautiful, 5-10 years younger. I said, that has got to be a feel-good moment. Or like someone who's a contractor, landscaper, like you're providing real value.
But even if there is a big difference between looking like a skunk and smelling
like a skunk.
Big difference.
Being a skunk.
Right? And Brent, I want to go back to what you, and even this is amazing, but Brent, I think you were also leading to, which even as adding on, we're all adding on here, is the mindset. I think that's what one thing you were saying, that, and I think you're right. We can do all the things, but I think, as Lamar Tyler, my coach, I think you may know the name too, Brent. He's in Atlanta, but yeah, Lamar Tyler, my
ESP.
Coach. What's that? Yeah, TSP, exactly. It's the boring things, the repeatable things. Jim Collins' book, Flywheel, one of my favorite books, Turning into the Flywheel. That and even that's most hard for me. Brent's, introvert. I'm not introvert, but again, we all have our things we have problems with. Me, it's doing the boring stuff. I can do a podcast all day. I can do this all day, but then to sell a sponsorship, do a sponsorship deck, do the follow-up. Brent, the guy who I want to have my donut, said no 3 times. I got to put another email. Hey, Brent, how you doing? What's going on? 6th time. Brent said no, because he didn't say hard no, right? He just said kind of, nah, not quite now. That's great. I got to follow up in 2 weeks. So, but Brent, it's doing quote unquote the boring stuff consistently over time that builds a thriving business.
Well, you used to work at Keep, right? Wasn't it? What was one of their messages? Fix the follow up or something like that?
Yeah. Follow up. Rich, follow niches are in the follow up or whatever that thing is. Yeah, all those things.
But and that's the other thing that's really changed over the years, right? I think it used to be like 7 touches. I'm thinking now, I thought I saw a number that was like 12, 13, like the number of touches that it takes. And now I'm going to add my own point of view, which is it's not just the number of touches, it's the quality of that connection.
And even, sorry, I want to slide in one thing.
Please.
Then continue. Don't lose your train of thought. The quality of connection to the right customer. That makes it. So it's not just 7. It's 7 to the right. And you probably had to do 1,000. So continue on. But I just want to add.
No, that's
customer.
Thank you for adding that, because that should always be understood. And people don't like to spend, the primary component of marketing, it's like, first of all, people don't get that it's a process. It's not just a process, it's a recipe, meaning like you have to do certain things at certain times in order.
That was a mic drop, by the way.
Was it really? It's just a fact.
Yeah,
it's like you got to do it in order. You got to do it in order, and where everybody starts is in step 4 out of 5. Most people are living in step 4. But you have research, ideal customer. Your research is going to identify bunches of different groups of customers. Out of those groups, you got to pick one. That doesn't mean you don't serve the others. It means you pick one, right? Like you got a donut shop and you offer gluten-free donuts or whatever.
Why do you keep saying gluten-free? Why do you keep saying that?
Because that is a market segment. There are people who
but I don't like gluten-free donuts. I go,
what is your favorite donut, Ramon?
What's my favorite? Well, I don't. You said what's my favorite donut?
Uh-huh.
Well, it's just either Krispy Kreme or just that donut that's kind of that thick, cakey type donut with a lot of sugar on it. But the point is, we're getting so healthy. I literally went to ShopRite at my local grocery store. I had to hit the help button because I'm looking. Do you have anything I can add gluten to this, or can I add MSG? Can I add calories to it? Can I add? You're looking at who wants like the peanut butter, sugar, salt less. So I talked to the manager. Do you have any that have 95% more sugar? Could I be unhealthy? And he couldn't help
the fat enhanced. I am all about the fat enhanced.
Yeah, and so is your cardiologist. All about
That's right.
that. Oh wow, this has been good stuff.
We're just all over the place. Apologies.
But we're at the end of the year. We're getting ready to start a new year. So, how and I kind of made a little funny tagline for this show. Because I said it was what I say. I even
saying goodbye to 2025. Is that funny?
Saying goodbye, and then in the little comment part, I said, or is it good riddance? So, is it goodbye or good riddance? Whoever wants to answer that.
It's good riddance by definition. Because when it's over, it's over.
Nah, even if that's too easy. He's not asking that question. Come on.
Getting all philosophical.
Answer the question, even. He's asking what you feel it is for you.
I'm a goodbye girl. I mean, I can't. That is who I am, Ramon. All you have is the present and every day. What happened yesterday is what happened yesterday. What's going to happen tomorrow? You will decide. You get to decide who you're going to be and what you're going to do in the moment. Like right now, it is like blowing icy bits of snow and coldness.
Wow.
Oh, and the magical Medina, the great place on earth that everybody wants to go to.
It is beautiful wintry. If you want Christmas weather, we are having it. Yeah. And I am not going to go out in like a raincoat. I'm going to go out in my marshmallow bubble coat.
Bean parka.
I said exactly how I went out today in my marshmallow bubble coat, because that is what the weather is that we are dealing with. And that is all you can do. I think what I'm saying is goodbye 2025 by definition. Leave it in the past. This is a great time to debrief what you liked and what you didn't like, what you're going to do that's going to be different, and move into 2026. Right? Don't carry the crap with you. Stop. If you're blaming yourself, don't do that. Take everything you've learned as data. That's all it is. It's not good. It's not bad. It's just data. Data, and then you act accordingly. Ramon.
Just to provide a contrarian
please, that's why
feedback and at the desire of my hope to be as difficult as I can. I'm trying so hard to just take this show south. I'm trying, Brent. Trying to get it banned. I want to see a big thing from StreamYard. This show's way too hot. But seriously, I'm going to say good riddance. And here's why. I'm only saying it to have some fun with you, even the contrary to that. Good riddance, because to me, it has been the last season has been tough. It's been tough. But the last 30 days, few period of time, I'm hopefully building some things to be smarter, to be better. I have a nice, a contract that I was waiting for that took a bit of time to come. So, money's important. So that was slow to get here. Due to a variety of things, just IRS things and filling out forms. So my point is, for me, I get you. Everything you said is right, Ivana. But I'm going to take the attitude like good riddance, that door slam, goodbye, never want to see you again. But even to your philosophical point. You're right. I'm just trying not to say you're right. I wouldn't be where I am right now if it wasn't for the past. I don't know if it's public yet, Brent, your event, but I'm excited about also leveraging relationships. I will be. I saw I'm available at Brent's event. I'll sign up for it and all that, Brent. Things like that. I'm excited to do, yes, the paid engagements, but also leveraging with friends. That's why for me, a separate note is that I got so many amazing friends. And I'm sure we're all like this. I got the client work. It's not transactional ever, but they paid me, I do a service. But then I get to rock. We've been doing this for a year. We got Brent doing stuff, you doing stuff. That excites me just as well, because how can I leverage what Brent's doing? How can he leverage me? How do we soar together? In some small way, I don't want money from Brent. He don't want money from me. No, we want to do this and 10x it. So you didn't ask for all that, but that's what I'm looking for in 2026. Hence why I say good riddance. I'm hopefully acting smarter. I'm 53. I'll be 55 soon. All three of us are getting older.
Hey man, you got what? Are you skipping right over 54 to get to 55?
Well, my mindset's thinking that's why I want to plan 55 better. I need to, as I get 55, as I get 60. That's
oh my God, I am the oldest of the three of you, I think.
Well, you look good for 80.
I am 60. I am 61.
There we go.
But my strategy is to tell everyone I'm like 67. That's all branding, because then the obvious action to that is, damn, you look good.
There we go.
If I tell you I'm 35, you'd be like, ugh.
You and I are similar. I was only 53 in December, but I've been saying I'm 53 since August or whatever. I claim it. Like, why not?
I claim it. That's what I'm saying. I claim it at the beginning of the year. At the next year, yeah. I flip the age, right?
I'm perfectly fine at 58. That's okay. As long as I'm younger than John Lawson.
I think I'm older than, I think John and I are close. I think we were born exactly the same year, like a month apart.
He's 60. He'll be 61 in January.
Oh, January. So that's not the case. I'm a July baby.
Okay.
See, I'm older than him. I knew I was older than him.
Yeah. But so I'm going to do both. I'm going to say goodbye and good riddance.
Okay.
You got to say both.
Yeah. I mean, because there's a lot of things that, damn, I just wish I didn't have to deal with. And then there are things that happened this year that I'm very glad they happened this year or any year. And then that kind of like, me and Paul doing our very first physical event. That was something that we really had no idea what the hell we were doing. I've done things personally years ago. Mm-hmm. But we didn't. We were just we went in it with saying, "Hey, we'll just make this a party, and we'll invite some of our favorite people in the industry." And it was supposed to be a one-off, but the way it sort of turned out, people were like, "You need to do this again."
That's right.
So we're like, "Okay, we got enough support from some of our favorite sponsors, and so we're doing it again." So that I couldn't do it this next year without this year taking off.
That's right.
And I think there's other things too, like, and I think everybody has to kind of realize, or if you're trying to stay in business for an extended amount of time, even if you don't have like for me, even if like I work with a certain number of vendors, it doesn't mean every year I work with every vendor.
That's right.
And I think it can't possibly be personal, but sometimes the first time you think you can go back and I'm sure they'll sign up, and they don't. You can't just stomp off and say, "Oh, they don't like me anymore," and I can't ask them again. They actually say, "No, it's just this current circumstance." Right. But let's keep in contact and let's see what happens in the future. I think sometimes it's hard for us small guys to hear that and don't think it's some kind of a blow off.
And Brent, you're so right. And I think that's, again, we're all in similar brands and circles, and we know the names at least. One hardware vendor, I've worked with them for years. I was in their catalog back in the day. I approached them, I didn't know if it was a yes or no, but the point is it was like a no. But to your point, I was just sad, like it was a no. Nobody wants to hear no, but I'm like, great. This means I need to build my viewership, build what they do, because they handle millions of views. They can't, I'm guessing, they're putting money into like, we'll do FIFA for 100 million. We can't do Ramon for 10,000. It's just, we have no time. But I'm challenged. I'm like, great. Let me just keep growing. So to your point,
I have a question for the two of you guys, because I've experienced it differently, and it may be just because I suck, right? that could be a very valid reason. My question for you guys is, have you noticed brands doing less, what I would call top of the funnel awareness type of content, and investing less in that? Because like my anecdotal experience is that, God, I used to do a ton of content for a ton of brands that was more informational and getting to know them and understanding, like building trust and credibility. And then I noticed that they were still kind of doing that, but they wanted to know like leads and clicks, and like that was a way more of a thing. And now like that is like not a thing at all. I'm not seeing as much of that type of content. What are your guys' thoughts?
I'll answer it because you and I are probably in a little more similar businesses than Brent. He gets into private jets, and Brent, how do you spell CRM? You know, CRM is spelled.
I don't spell it donut.
CRM, and he gets 100 grand. But seriously speaking, I think I am seeing that even now. But that's why for me, I'm doing my best to play a different game. Is that what I am seeing? Because you're right. As I've shared with you all openly, post-COVID, my business has been a lot slower. It's been tough. It's been just different than it was pre-COVID, whatever. But what I'm doing is playing a different game. So I'm looking, and again, as we share about our businesses here, hey, what brands don't have a spokesperson? What brands have invested in an event, but they would love Ramon to shine the light on them on a stage? So that's kind of where I'm orientating that brand, not content, AI, and all that. It's a different game. But like, hey, you already are going to South by Southwest, but you and I both know your CEO's not, you need somebody to butter them up a little bit with you. That's where I can shine. So that's just one example of what I'm looking into, not just selling the podcast, because you're right. That's so hard. But like, no, why don't we have a podcast and call it the XYZ Bank Podcast for your people? Ooh, and I'll have your CEO. So that's what I'm honing.
I love what a great example, Ramon. Thank you for sharing that. I hope other people are watching this, because that is just such a great example. When people say the word pivot, you didn't change who you were. Correct. You didn't even hardly change what you were offering.
Right.
You just kind of gave it a different context, slightly different context, and it's really working. What a great lesson for everyone.
Well, and hence, then Brent, I want to hear what you're doing. But I mean, that's why I said this year and season been slow. We all, to some degree, all small business, right? We got to balance cash flow, which is a big weird word, but that's what Jamie is: cash flow, not income, cash flow. And then but hence, that's why I'm excited about 2026. Now that I got a little bit of wind beneath my sails, the opportunity ahead of me, even that's what excites me. You know what I'm saying? Meaning we all know the similar players, right? They're spending money.
You're helping. And look at how you shifted your message.
Correct.
To making them the star.
Correct. But Brent, what are you doing? What are you shifting, not doing? Answer content. I know you're different. You have a different model, but tell us what your business is like, what it has been, what it has been, what you're doing.
Yeah, when I think about when the pandemic initially started, luckily for me, I think I had already been on LinkedIn Live. I got on like the beta really early. I don't even know how, but I started doing a lot of stuff with that. And I started buying like equipment so I could have a little bit more of a professional kind of look to it. So that actually got started before the pandemic. But when the pandemic kicked in, and literally like within a span of 2 or 3 days, all these events that I usually go to and I make a certain amount of my livelihood at those events, they all started just getting canceled. I was like, oh, what's going to happen here? But then kind of a funny thing, but it was a good thing. After all these folks canceled, they all came back and said, you've been doing, we see you a lot on LinkedIn. What could we do? Sit virtually, because we can't do our regular event. And so I was actually kind of in the right position to say, look, why don't we try a regular Tuesday morning series, 20 minutes long, and leading up to your virtual event, and then we'll do some other stuff around that. And they were like, because they didn't have any real clues what would work or what wouldn't. They were like, well, yeah, we could try that. It won't even take a lot. And then me and Paul Greenberg, we decided we're going to do our CRM player show that we've been doing off and on for years.
Mhm.
We're just say, all right, since we're going to be locked in here anyway, let's do a regular show and do it every Thursday at 3. We'll get guests on. We'll get the vendor executives on with us. We'll have fun, but and so all that kind of led into, even after the pandemic, them trying to figure out, or actually them trying to figure out things they can still do. But really, to your point, Ramon, I think too, even everybody started doing that stuff. And so then it was like on us to say, well, what can we experiment with? What can we do differently? We started doing these watch parties for their keynote
Oh
speaking
yeah,
things.
those are good,
I
man.
remember that.
And yeah, and that took off to the point where like that they ask us, hey, are you guys gonna do a keynote thing for our show? Like, look, we'll see, we what we can do, because we don't take money to do that, because we might say some stuff I ain't gonna like. But if you want to engage us to do some stuff at your show, that's we work with you on it, we'll do that. But we will do this, and that absolutely is for us. So anyway, it's about, for me, it's always been around, I hate doing things like everybody else does.
Yes.
I know I want to make a living.
Yep.
Let me find a way to be creative about the thought leadership stuff, because it was all very dry webinars, white papers, and you still need to do some of that stuff. But we were like, why can't we try to do something a little different and still hit the right audience? These people have personalities. These people, they want to be a part of the conversation that's going on in the industry, and not just, it's not just them pushing their messages. We tell them, look, you can push your message all you want. That doesn't mean it's hitting the mark. Right. You need to be a part of other people's conversation. You need to be able to bring a little personality out while you're doing your thing.
That's right.
And they try it and they're like, that wasn't all that bad. And then they see there's people responding in real time. Our very first, we called it executive roundtable. This is years ago. This will never happen again. We had over 1,200 people sign up for that on LinkedIn. We didn't do anything but post on LinkedIn. And we had executives from all the big 5 at the time. And we had 600 people at its height, 600 people watching in real time.
That's huge, man. That's a 50% return, man. That's 50% show up rate. That's huge.
So I think the kind of key to that is we can't replicate those numbers now, because everybody's doing that. So you always have to be kind of on the hunt for different ways to do things, even if it's, it might be a little strange trying it out. You don't really, people who trust you will give you a little leeway and give you a little opportunity to do things that they hadn't been done before. But it goes back to building the relationship, not a transactional one, not an order taker one. It's one where mutual value, and it's not always dollars. It might be information, it might be access.
Yep.
But if you keep that kind of two-way value stream open, it'll come back to you in different formats and different ways. But if you just look for one thing, which is a transaction, that limits you so much that you might be cutting yourself off if one thing doesn't go the way you thought it would. Because we do things all the time. All of us do things all the time. We think we may know how it's going to work, or we think we know how we want it to work. But how often does that really happen? I mean, it doesn't happen that often.
Even can you take your mic in your hand? Join me, even pick up your mic. Put your mic in your hand, even. We're gonna do it together. 1, 2, boom. Brent. Well, Brent, really, Brent. Really, seriously, Brent. That was a gem.
I'll buy your donuts now.
My man. See, we just showed it. Didn't we show it? Relationship. This is what an example. I showed up. I added value. Mic drop moment. Brent's like, you know what? Let me try them dang donuts. But this is an exact. Oh man, you made my.
But wait a minute. Can I get a vegan donut? All right, folks.
What a way to end the year, man. This is so beautiful. This was good. I told you, best show ever. Best show ever.
So, all right, last thoughts. What do you want to say goodbye to? this year, but what do you want to say hello to next year?
Even
I want to say goodbye to overwhelm and hello to more joy, more friendship, more love, more human connection and interaction. How about you, Ramon?
I love it. I think goodbye to struggle and strife, and hello to much more disciplined systemization. Yeah.
Wow, I like that. I like both of them.
Yeah.
I'll just say goodbye to bad stuff.
I like it.
We had a lot of, I would say, not just individual, but collective
Yes.
bad stuff. Say hello to possibilities.
Love it.
Positivity and possibilities. How about that?
That's lovely. What a great way to end the year. Seeing your guys' faces, listening to the dulcet tones of Ramon Ray.
Come on, you're making me blush. Even come on, stop that. Even making me blush now. Come on now.
I love how she brought it back.
Yes, calling it back.
But Brent, really, thank you, Brent, for being a great host. Appreciate you so much, man. Really good to end the year. Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, all the holidays, people. Even though you're just an amazing human, love what you bring to this. You and I just, I mean, Brent's a host, but you and I just bring such a different salt and pepper. Let me just stop on my head. Let me just stop. I appreciate you, Ivana. Thank you.
And we appreciate collectively Amber. Amber
Yes,
says
Amber.
she wants to say goodbye to being comfortable through adversity. Hello to the challenges with great. Wow.
Amber,
Amber gets the mic drop.
Yeah, that's a definite mic drop there.
And Amber, let us know if you're at any of our events. Really, Amber, I just it's been a while, but just, hey, if you're around us, whatever, make sure you let us know. And for me, I attend a lot of events. I will shout you out, put you in a VIP slot. So let us know when you're around in person. DM me, Amber. I'd love to give you a nice firm handshake and greet you. Thank you, Brent. Thanks, Ivana.
And on that note, we will say goodbye to everybody who joined us this week and this year. But we also would love to say hello to you in 2026. So have a great holiday season. Hope to see you in 2026. Wow. Sounds strange saying it, but here it is. See ya.